All right, this is exactly 8 o'clock and the clock just kicks off. I don't know when you're going to join me, but I'm going to start right now because I'm going to start right now. So I'm going to give like 1 minute to welcome us into the class so that we get it rolling. Yeah, Her Excellency is already here. Odogu, welcome. Can you hear me, Zini? Zini, can you hear me? Are you in the class?
I can hear you. Good evening, sir. I
Evening,
can
Her
hear you.
Excellency. Okay. Let's just give them 1 more minute before we kick off. We've not done our core session.
Yes, that's what I wanted to remind you of now. You
Don't
are
remind
owing
you. No,
me.
no. Definitely we'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah.
We're doing anniversary tomorrow for the G3, so it has been a
Yeah,
little bit
okay,
tricky.
okay.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
just 1 minute or two, we start.
All right.
So let's kick off. Let's kick off because in today's class we're going to be talking about how to use your story. What happened to you in the past to build a brand. So I'm going to mute everybody so we'll be able to pay attention to avoid noise. Now, the first thing we're going to looking at now is authority building via storytelling. How do you tell story with your past? Now, number one mistake people make is that they think that their story is just a bygone, it's forgotten. If you want to build a business online today, just like the man we call Charis, who started business with 200 naira, all those things are branding story. Your story is not it's not just your bio, it is your brand's most powerful selling tool. What happened to you in the past is a selling tool. It's something you need to use when you're creating your content. Start in the middle of your story. Stop telling us you were born in 1987. You were born in 1951. It's not relevant to us. What happened to your life that changed your life? The middle. Somebody can say, my father gave me 2 billion naira before he passed away. Or my mother disowned me. What happened that led you to the business you are doing now? So start in that middle when there is fire. People don't have patience on the internet. They don't have all the logic to come and wait to tell us where you were born, where you go to school. Unless that thing is part of the story you are going to earn money with or you're going to get attention with. Start from the middle. Never start with your names. People come to the create content. They say, my name is Ifa Chukwumagbo. So I'm going to tell you I was born in so year. That is rubbish. Don't start from that point. Go straight to where there is tension. I worked 2012 and I was already doing podcast in Lekki 2022. 10 years gap. Somebody will be like, how? How did you do that? You've gotten that person's what? Attention. What hook people is that tension. It's not your bio, it's not your story. That long story. No, that's not what get people. What hook people more is the hook that change your own life. Let's continue. Now, read this thing. Instead of saying, my name is John, and I have been in business for 10 years, but broke. It's just, we call this flat storytelling. It's just flat. Let me retell that story. In 2022, I had 200 naira in my account, 3 staff to pay, and a client who just canceled. That week changed my entire life. Do you understand this thing? 2022, the person has given you the year. So you have a picture in your mind. He had 200 naira left in his account. That's a very bad story. Then 3 staff to pay. Jesus, how did you now do that? You are creating what? Tension in the mind of your customer. Now, a client just canceled. Whoa, that's the end of the road. What are you going to do now? This is the kind of thing you want to happen in people's mind when you're telling them your story. You just don't want them to know you. My name is John. I've been in business for 10 years and I'm broke. No, that's rubbish. But when you give these people this line, that week changed my life. This is the way to tell a story that can hook somebody who is busy on the internet. Let's proceed. Make your audience the hero, not you. If you want to build authority on the internet, stop focusing on you. I have had people tell me, I can't create content because my face is good. I can't create content because my body, I don't like the way I am. I don't like the way I speak. It's not about you. Even if you're speaking in Igbo, people will listen to you. Chinese people still speak their language. They don't care. If you have a good message to pass, people will force themselves to listen to you. They will want to listen and learn from you. So stop making excuses that because of your language, you cannot create content. Because you do this, you cannot create. No, all those things are excuses. Make them the hero. They will pay attention. Let's proceed. Your story should act as a mirror. When your audience, that's your buyer or your prospect, hear it, they should think of something. That's exactly me. Now, if I say I used to be a procrastinator in content creation, I used to struggle. 2022, I started. 2023, I failed. 2024, I started again and I stopped again. If I start saying those painful things that happened to me in content creation, you start saying, yes, I'm a procrastinator. I'm a self-sabotage. I don't like my face. I start enumerating what the problems people face when they want to create content. What does that mean? You bring out the pain in people's mind and align it with your own story. It will grab attention. So if I'm running adverts, if you watch any of my adverts, you hear things like, hey, are you a business owner, a busy business owner who wants to create content, but you are busy with your work? You don't know where to start from. Whenever I tell that kind of story, what do? I hook in people into my stuff. I just let them into the method of the thing because I highlighted their pain. I highlighted their pain and I get their attention. So learn how to highlight people's pain. That will say, somebody will now say, oh, this is me. This guy understands me. This book is for me. Like the book I wrote, I call it the brand in you. You'll be wondering, what kind of brand is in me? Do I have a brand in me? Am I sure I have a brand? That is what you want your customers to think about you, the brand in you. Let's proceed. Then ask yourself, what pain in my story does my audience feel right now? Am I communicating, please? So I won't be.
Yes,
is anybody
sir.
hearing me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Magdimas, are you hearing me, sir? Please unmute. Let me know if you're hearing me, sir. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Now, hook them. What pain in your story does my audience feel right now? People that want to go into marriage, is there any pain you face in your own marriage that you can use to hook them? Lead with pain. Stop creating content that you, like writing adverts or titles, things like how to make money on the internet. That's rubbish. The same title, how to make money on the internet, you rewrite it to something like, stop wasting money on the internet on unnecessary costs. Pay attention to what I want to teach you now. This is how to save over 20 million naira people lose every single day. Have you lost millions before on the internet? Pay attention. People will stop because they are hearing their pain, not gain. Tell them, come and make 20 million naira in a day. They will not come. But tell them this line. Stop wasting money on this thing and focus on this thing. They will stop because this is their pain. Let's proceed. Okay, 2022, my wife told, this is the real story of me now. My wife asked me to leave the house. I couldn't sleep. I was new in Lagos. I was in debt. I was in 3 million naira debt then. She told me, baby, go and find something to do. It was a dark moment. I was broke. I was starved. I was almost like, God, where should I couldn't even sleep in the night. When I bring this kind of pain out, a guy that is listening to me that is broke can relate. Somebody whose wife is on the neck telling you go and get something doing will pause. This is what you want your customers to feel when you are talking to them. Are we making progress? Okay, now look at this. Name your turning point. I'm going to show you some big brands, politicians, pastors that have named their point so well. Name the turning point. What happened to you? Every great brand story has one specific moment where everything shifted. Don't say, I eventually figured everything out. No, that's wrong. You cannot eventually figure it out. Instead of saying that, pick a moment, a decision, a lesson that you learned that changed everything for you. Let's go in. For me, it was a mindset shift. I had a mindset shift that shifted my life. The mindset is simple. It is easier to make huge amount of money in a short period of time than to make a small amount of money over a long period of time. Does it make sense? When I heard this thing for the first time, I could not believe it. If you want to make 100 million naira right now in the next 6 months, instead of looking for 1 million naira jobs to take for the next 90 days, it is hard. But if you target one big customer or two and pitch an idea to them, they can pay you 50 million than one person paying you 1 million for the next 100 days. So when I heard this, I said, whoa. So my mindset shifted from just focusing on how many persons that can pay me money to one person that can take one action in my business that shifted it. Let me show you an example. This is my invoice in the past. I used to charge 20,000 naira, 40,000 naira to cover events. That was so crazy, right? This is a beta program around 2023 or so. I will charge you 40,000. You pay advance of 20,000. Balance me 20 after the beta. That's rubbish. But I didn't know anything any better. Look at this. The same period when I had this thing, I started applying it. Somebody was able to spend over 7 million naira on me on the same brand, the same product, the same camera to shoot for the event. What happened? A shift in the mindset. If I start talking to a photographer right now with this kind of story, they can relate. They can understand what I'm saying. Now, pay attention. Now, on a Tuesday morning, I made one decision that changed everything. I stopped trying to be for everyone and started showing up for specific people. On Tuesday morning, you pick a specific time. What did you do? I made one decision that changed everything. I stopped trying to be for everyone and started showing up for specific people. Very, very vital. Please, Fide, are you hearing me? I want to get feedback. Are you guys with me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm with you, sir.
Is it making sense to you?
Yeah. Though I
Okay.
have a question, but it's making sense so far.
I ask the question before I continue. Ask your question.
Okay, it's just the last statement that you made about it's better you have one huge client that will pay you a huge sum than little accumulation.
Yes.
Then I also know that we've talked about taking small steps in
Yes.
place of how consistency will give you what you want. Now, what is the balance? Why are you not telling me that this
Okay.
1 million naira, if I make it consistently, it will give me the same result? But you're telling me no, I should go for the moon.
Okay.
What's the balance?
So these two contests are a little bit different, but let me bring them together. It is better that you pick Facebook page and grow there, go live every day, create content on that Facebook page, than to say you're on Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, and you're a nursing mom. How do you think you will grow more if you stay on just Facebook page, not even your Facebook account? Just Facebook page. You are going live every day there. You are posting content every day. You will get more results on that page than when you are in 10 platform as a nursing mom. When it has to do with money, your target is to say, I want to make 100 million naira from now to December, for instance. So instead of me saying, I'm looking for people that will contribute 1 million naira for me every day for the next 90, 100 days, it will be hard. Do you understand? If I have a book I want to sell, if I'm looking for people that will buy 1,000 copies of the book, one, it will be hard. But if I take that same 1,000 copies, go to a conference where I have 20,000 people, I can finish that 1,000 copies in a day. So when I'm taking a financial decision now, I ask myself, where can I get my 80? Where can I take this my offer to? And I'll get my 80% of my result instantly. Not taking it to a general individuals, buy my book, one, buy my book, no, buy my book, yes, and then you have stressful moments that you can bring back. Does it make sense to you, please?
I understand better now. I understand, sir. Thank you.
But it never complete, Abby.
Okay.
No,
this concept that you explained, I understand it better. I see the difference. The example that you gave me just painted a very much clearer picture.
Okay.
Achieving more in less time. Yes.
Okay. I love that. So let's proceed. Now, we're talking about how to tell your story. I love this story of Bishop David Oyedepo. Some of you may not believe it's a brand story, but it is. For us in marketing, this is a brand story. Bishop David Oyedepo's defining turning point was 18 hours vision received May 1981, where he was commissioned to preach the word of faith to liberate the world. That thing is a very catchy branding. And this is 1981. No, somebody was able to pick up that story and start telling it every day till tomorrow. He will still say this thing. I had an 18 hours encounter. Can you look into your life now and pick a moment that represents this kind of story? When my customer called me, where I was in supermarket and something happened. Can you pick a moment like that in your own brand and figure out what is that thing that happened that changed everything for me? So I'm going to share another story too. There's a man called Challange, born in poverty. He lost his father at a very tender age 4, and had to drop out from school, primary 3, to help family survive. His uncle gave him 200 naira to go and start business. Hey, if you hear this kind of story, it will put you in the guy's shoe. You know, this guy passed through a lot. That is what you want people to think about you. If you are projecting grass to glory, if you are projecting from terrible family to a rich, an awesome family where everybody relates well, you pick your pen. If you're talking about bad cutting relationship that people had experience, it must not be your own story. You could borrow a story and repeat it over time. But the most important thing is to show people the lines. 200 naira is the most significant story here. To his personality of 600 and something million USD now in the net worth, close to $1 billion. How did you start with 200 naira and get to $1 billion? That is the story people are telling. That is what people want to learn from your own story. Now, let's go again. Donald Trump lost everything in real estate in the 90s, but he bounced back when he started licensing his apprenticeship show and other subsequent real estate deals that took him back. Can you pick a year, a month, a day that changed everything for you? Very crucial. Let's proceed. Attach your story to a specific result. If possible, the result you want your customer to get. If I'm going to sell you my car and you are living in Lagos, what I'm going to sell to you is not necessarily luxury. If you're doing 9 to 5, I can't sell you luxury. What I'm selling you as a 9 to 5 is time. How do you buy back your time? How do you get to your office faster? How do you avoid being in traffic because you're waiting for a vehicle to come? Can you leave your house earlier and predict your arrival? I'm going to sell you something that will relate to that. And I will tell you the story. My wife used to hawk bus, jump into Lagos bus, and she was always stressed when she come back, having back pain, having headache. If I start telling that story, you can easily relate to my story, my brand. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. I do.
So that is how the thing works. Now, emotion opens the heart, but proof closes the cells. If you want to sell somebody something, always use proof more than emotion. When you use emotion to open them, use a proof. Let me give instance. Anchor your story to a real specific outcome. Example, a number, 1981, $2 million, 200 naira, or a transformation you can name. What happened? Now, things get better after that. It's a very wrong storytelling strategy. So you start telling people story and they were so interested in your story. You learn to them. So that's what happened. After that, everything became fine. That's rubbish. Give something. For instance, 90 days after that decision, I landed my first 500K deal without running a single ad. Come on. What did you do now? You just created a full scenario and you can sell another product. My husband and I, we did not talk for 1 full year. But after I took this particular, I read this book. The book opened me up to so many secrets that I did not even know that existed. And what happened? Boom, you brought them back into the story. So you can sell them products. People struggle because they pitch all this good story, but don't know how to end it. Let's go. For instance, I used to struggle in front of the camera. This is my real story. I was that guy that I believed I cannot talk in front of the camera. I believed I could not for any reason. But I did a 30 days challenge, 2023, June. I said, I'm going to create content all through the month. Every day live session, because I was scared my face was not looking good. I don't know how to speak. I don't know how to communicate well. This were me in the past. I did 30 days live. And what happened? After the 30 days, you can turn on camera anywhere I will talk without script, without even minding who is watching or not. I can be talking in front of the camera, saliva will come out of my mouth, I will clean it and continue. But if mosquito fly across, you will stop. Hey, this has spoiled my brand. See my brand though. See the brand I've been building, mosquito just spoil it. No. If I'm shooting video here, the tech light, I'm fine. I don't freeze up again. But I used to freeze up before thinking everything has gone bad. If you want to build a brand on the internet today, you must learn how to tell stories. Tell stories that position you as authority in your space. Let's continue. I couldn't talk in front of the camera until I did my 30 days live challenge, June 2010. Okay, I've told you this already. Somebody's trying to join this class, but I don't know why she's not joining. Oh, Zayomi, please come in. No, we need you in the class, so I don't repeat myself again. Someone is trying to join. Okay, Zayomi, welcome. I don't know who this is. Either Chidema or Mary. Anybody? Welcome. Let's continue. You just came late anyway. Okay, Chidema is also here. Let's continue. Now, I was talking about how storytelling works and how to position yourself as authority. You're going to get the recording after now, but I'm going to proceed from here. Just pay attention. Now, if you want to tell story to sell a product online, learn to use contrast to create tension. You see how the picture on my left is dry, the one on the right is greenish. This is what you want to create in the mind of your audience. If you're going to tell good story, get attention, you must learn how to tell stories in contrast. Look at this. Before versus after gap is what makes stories unforgettable. I used to hawk on the street 2012. By 2022, I was already doing podcasts in Lekki. Oh, how did it happen? 10 years gap. Somebody can literally fit their life into my story. Koshadi's story I showed you guys here, Donald Trump's story, Bishop David Oyedepo's story, every one of the biggest brands you can think of, they have their story. Let me give you an instance. Last year, I was 33. I went for a conference in Victoria Island. I was eating at a very funny story. I was taking the breakfast they gave us in the conference. So the owner of Stanbic Bank was talking on the stage. He said, I started this bank 30 years ago. And I came back from UK at the age of 22. I worked with so bank for 10 years. By the time I was 33, I opened this bank. I could not put the bread in my mouth again. This guy was 33 when he started bank. And I'm 33 eating biscuits in conference. And I didn't have my own bank or something that big. The thing struck with me. If he did not say year or age, it will not enter me. If he did not mention that year, it will not shock me. Why your story is not working? Because you don't know how to mention numbers. Let me say it well. The reason why you're not catching attention on the internet, you don't know how to use numbers. If you learn how to use numbers, you will hook people. Learn how to use numbers. Let me give you something else here. This formula, take a screenshot of this formula, please. Very important. Take a screenshot. I went from specific low points. Please take a screenshot. I went from having no money, for instance, to a specific high point, to having millions of dollars in my account. And I did it by a single key action or insight. What do you want your customers to buy from you? Put it into this frame. Let me show you. So when you are telling story, you need to get these people this framework. I went from being somebody that could not speak in front of the camera to somebody who can host a webinar today and talk to thousands of people. And I did it by doing a 7 days challenge. Did you see it? Can anybody give me a story? Let me fit it in for you, please. Anybody, give me a story. I want to put somebody in the mood now. Give me a story you want me to put in here. Let me show you how it works. Think I have 2 persons here now. Why are they not able to join this class? Fidela, give me any story you want me to put in. Let me fix it for you.
I'm still trying to compose a story. Okay.
Get me any question I was fixing.
I went from meeting the wrong guys to marrying my desired husband by attending a webinar, something I don't know. But this is just what I'm.
Okay, let me put my own phrase on that line. I went from heartbreaks to picking Mr. Lover.
Yeah.
And I did it by just reading one book or by just talking to this coach. Do you understand that? From heartbreak, people that have heartbreak will pause and look at you. How did you do your own? How did you do your own? That is the power of some of you be reading things online, but you don't know this is what they were using on you. You've been reading content online, you don't know they were using the same strategy on you. So you just keep talking and talking. People are not paying attention. You are not using numbers well. You're not using the channeling. I went from this to this. Your advert is selling because of how you structured your question, your story. Let's proceed. Tell your story. Tell it like you are talking to one person. Stop talking to everybody when you create content. So hello guys. Who are the guys? They are not there. If you're talking to a stage on the podium, it's fine. But when you're creating content, talk to people individually. Talk to them. Let them feel like you are looking at their face. That's why I love using video content, because it gets people rooted. So if I turn on my camera and say, listen to me, you know you've been procrastinating. You know you've been wondering if you can make it. I am not talking to guys. I know you've been wondering, guys, guys, no. Talk to them as individuals. Oh, somebody just joined. I want to know if you guys are following. Mary, is it you?
I am.
I trust you. Mary, can you unmute yourself?
Like this night, you're just talking to me. I am. I'm following you, sir.
I love that. Mary, are you there? Is this Mary? Or is it Chidima? Unmute yourself. Okay. So.
Yes, it's Mary. Good evening.
Okay. Welcome. Let's continue. Now, I want you to understand how to tell this story, because this is very crucial. Let's go to the next slide. Use you more than you use everyone. Eye contact on a camera, very important. Slow down at a key moment. The way I say slow down at a key moment. Learn how to use it when you're talking in front of the camera. Stop using everyone. You know, people know that you know that that person will feel like she is talking to me, he is talking to me, or my kind of person. Next thing, slow down at a key moment. Let's go. It's a very short class and I'm recording it, so you are not going to miss anything. And I'm going to take questions in the WhatsApp group. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Now, these tricks work very well. Before you record, think of one real person in your audience. It could be your husband, it could be your daughter, it could be your son, it could be your mom. Think of one person whom you're going to talk to and then get their attention. Tell the story to them. For me, it's my grandchildren. I love talking to my grandchildren in the future. I don't know who they are now, but I have their pictures in my head. Oh, are you for real? Yes, I'm for real. I love talking to them because I know they're going to watch my video when I was 20, when I was 30. I want them to see all those things. So I don't create content thinking of people that will buy me now. I create content looking at making impacts in my daughter's life, in my children's life, my grandchildren's life. They will read my book and get wow. Their father wrote this thing, their grandfather wrote this thing. So when I think of those people, I'm not panicking. Some of you are tense because you think of what blessing will think of you. Ekene, Uche, all of those big people, you are thinking of them in your head. How would they see you? What would they say? It is the worst thing to do when you're creating content. Stop thinking about people you know now. They may not watch your video. They may not consume your content. So be at peace. Be at peace. Oh, let me show you something. I always love pulling my curtains myself. So you don't say, it's easy to say than done. Let me show you my script. I'm going to show you my video and you'll be surprised what you will see here. Because some of you think that this thing, we don't fall from heaven. You know that people are going to ignore you and you are creating content like they know they. Look at these videos we've posted today. This video was posted today. This one, 16 views, 3 views, 13 views, 14 views, 16 views, 225 views. You see how the thing work? 103 views, 60 views. Look at yesterday, 13, 28. You don't stop because people are not watching. Okay, look at this one up here. 68,000 views. You don't stop because people are not watching you now. Even algorithm does not understand your story. So why are you stopping? Because people are not watching you, stop. You cannot stop. You can't. I have posted videos that have 0 views. 0. And today I'm still shooting. Tomorrow I'm shooting another video. This time I may shoot video again. What is the problem? Because I know I'm going somewhere. Let me go back to the story. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Drop emoji, drop something on the comments. Hey, drop something. Let me hear. Type. I'm waiting. Type. Are you learning something?
So I'm getting something. I don't know why my chat is not opening. My emojis are not working.
Okay. Maybe it's for my settings. All right. Let's go. So always talk to your grandchildren, your children, your husband, just one person. Don't think about the whole crowd. Let's continue. And with an invitation, not a conclusion. Oh, guys, so this is my story. You are done. No. Invite people. Call them to action. So with this thing I just said now, I want you to join my 7 days show up challenge. With this thing I just said now, I want you to come to my DM. Let's talk more about it. That is what coaches, business owners should be doing on the internet. You're not a comedian. You're not a comedian. Comedians will create content and let people go to another content and watch. But you're a coach. People don't give you attention all the time. So when they pay you attention, capture it. Tell them to download something on your bio. Send you a DM. Comment this thing. Write this thing. Always be referring people to an action to take. Let's go. Don't end your story with, and that is why I do what I do. That's a full stop. You cannot stop people like that. When you tell a story, take them on a journey. Instead of ending by opening a door. Okay, instead end by opening a door. Invite your audience to take the next step. Something like, if any part of that story sounds like you, remember, if any part, every part will not sound like them. Some people may be very wealthy. When you come and tell your broke story, how you came from Ngwa Road to Lekki, they may not care. But if you tell them story and you say, if any parts of my story sounds like where you are right now in your content creation journey, I want to talk to you. Drop a comment, send a DM. Let's figure this out together. This is very, very powerful. It helps you build community. It helps you take people on a journey. Oh, I'm running out of time. We're supposed to do 30 minutes on this class, but permit me, let me flow through. It's just 3 more slides to finish. Take people on a journey. Let them come in. Now, take a screenshot of this thing. Very important. Take a screenshot. Origin story. Why you started what you're doing now. Your deepest why. This builds trust and emotional connection. Take a screenshot. When you want to tell a story, you can either tell it from the angle of origin, or you can start from the angle of transformation. A client or student whose life changed because of your work. This proves your method works. When you tell the transformational story, people can see this thing works. So 7 days challenge, they work. Oh. Now, you can also come from the angle of mistake. Something you got wrong, and then you learned something. This makes you human and relatable. I used to stumble in front of the camera. I could not even pronounce things well. This is my what? Mistake story. Oh, I used to be a shy person until this is my transformation story. I came from nothing where we could not even speak English. Transformation story. All these things are important when you start creating content. It will help you give you a flow. Let's proceed. This is your task for today. Write your origin story. Take a screenshot, please. Write your origin story in 150 words. Start in the middle of your fire. Remember the secret we shared earlier. Start in the middle of your fire. Don't go and start, my name is this, I was born in this rubbish. Start in the middle where something started happening. Number 2 task. Pick one turning moment. The exact day, decision, or realization that changed your path. Write one paragraph about it. Number 3, record a 60 seconds video. Don't do ChatGPT here. Use your voice, use your mind. Record a 60 seconds video telling your origin story. No script, just you in front of the camera. Don't write anything on the paper. Try it. Imagine your daughter call you, babe, mommy, what happened to you when you were growing up? You now say, oh, let me go and write a script. Why? Why do you do that? But when you want to come and create content, you want to write a script to remember everything. You don't need it. And I'm telling you, you don't need a script because I don't like you to write a script to confuse you. You lose your script and you say, hey, I cannot create content again because you don't have a script. Do you say a prayer with script? Do you sleep with script? Why do you want to create content? You want a script. If you want to use a script, let it be you're doing a very 1-hour video, 30 minutes video. I'm fine, you can do that. But you cannot be creating short clip you want people to connect with and you're looking for script. That's why when you finish video, it looks like an AI video because you are busy reading something from another screen, talking here, and you're confusing your life. Be yourself. You are good. If you do it over time, it will master you. End the video with an invite. Tell people what you want them to do. We have come to the end of the class, and I want you to know something very important. Your question will be taken in the class. But look at my screen now. Everybody you are seeing here have a story. From Stephen Akintayo to Myron Godin to MDY to all these guys you are seeing here, they all have story. And I want to end this class with something very powerful. You look at the screen, there's a question mark here. People are waiting for your story. People are waiting for you. The stage is not yet filled up. The stage is not yet filled up. The calendar is not yet done. If your story is not there, stop hiding. Stop hiding. You're an authority. You have everything it takes to be an authority. That's why I'm telling you, you have a story. It may not be as much as you think, but it's good to change somebody's life. Believe in yourself. One bit. Believe in yourself today. Go all in on this thing. You are going to become a better version of yourself if you apply these things. Thank you so very much for being in this class today. I appreciate you all, and I want to have questions, voice notes on the WhatsApp group. I will attend to it there. Thank you so very much. We're going to call it a day here.
Thank you, sir. It was an impactful section.
Whoa, thank you. Thank you. That's so awesome.
And I've learned.
All right. All right. So drop your questions in the group right now. I'm going to be answering them. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.